Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is Comics Altruism. This video is my entry into Pocan Joe's Contest of Villains contest, and what he's asked us to do is to identify a villain with whom we can relate. And initially I was going to show off this book here, because the schism between Magneto and Charles Xavier sort of, it demonstrates the duality of man. And if you were to look back in history at, say, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and kind of the divide that they had between them, Malcolm X wasn't really wrong when you think about it. I mean, at our basest, at our core, our instinct would be to retaliate against our oppressors. Whereas the passive resistance is definitely the way to go if you're looking for any kind of permanence in your cause. But I'm not showing this book off. Here's the one I am showing off. And you're going to look at this, and you're going to think, there's no villain in this book. You just want to show off the fact that you finally got one of your grails, and you probably got it for way cheaper than you even want to tell us. And you would be right. However, there is a villain in this story, and it's not just his girlfriend for being a buzzkill. And it's not the alcohol either. You would think that I'd be talking about that. And I'm also not talking about his addiction. What I am talking about is something far more ubiquitous and all-encompassing, and it not only affects every single superhero and every single supervillain, but also every single person on the planet. And that's the inner demon and our core problems, and even the people who don't present as though they have those problems, everybody has an inner demon. It's just a matter of how you handle it. And so in this book, he confronts that demon. And he wins, at least briefly, as we talked about in the last contest entry to a Pocan Joe contest. You have to remember that that demon is never truly conquered, but you can process it. And so I'm sort of disqualifying myself by not pinpointing an exact villain and pinpointing more of like a concept than anything else. And that's on purpose. That's because I won Pocan Joe's last contest as a runner-up. And so I don't feel that I should really stomp on anybody else's opportunities here. So that's my book. But more important than talking about some Iron Man book, there are a few things going on in the YouTube community that I feel I need to shout out. The first one is ThoroQBoro is having an auction tonight. It's Thursday, May 23rd, I think today. It's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and he's got a book that he hasn't shown us yet. And 100% of the sale of whatever that book is going to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation in honor of Mental Health Month in the United States. It should really be international. It might be. I just looked it up, and it's apparently been going on since 1949. So just check out that auction, because I have a strong feeling that he wouldn't contribute a book that was just garbage. You know, it's going to be something substantial, and it's going to be 100% of the sale, as I say, is going to that charitable organization, and it deserves a shout out. All right, and the other one, and this one's far more grave and tragic. I just found it this morning. Jaguar Xiuhcoatl just had a friend of his commit suicide very recently, and he started up a GoFundMe for the family of that victim of suicide, and he's actually offering as a statement of gratitude. He was sure to tell us that it was not a raffle, it's not a prize. But with this GoFundMe page, it's just to help the family out and in this tragic time. And so he's offering, I can't even remember what the book was, but it was something amazing. And I really urge everybody to go over and check that out. So I'll leave a link to both of those below. And just go watch his video, even if you don't have the money, which is my case right now. I won't be in a position to attend ThoroQBoro's auction, partially because of work and also because of finances. And then the same thing applies to that GoFundMe page by Jaguar Xiuhcoatl. But I will be hitting that up the next time I get paid, just so you know, Jaguar, if you do see this. Yeah, everybody, check it out. And thank you, Pocan Joe, for another inspired and inspiring contest. We can always count on you to give us something different to think about. So thank you. Bye.